Hello and welcome. I am so excited you're here to start your journey into app development. Think about the apps you use every single day. There's one for waking you up, one for waking you up, one for chatting with friends, one for ordering your favorite pizza, and maybe even one for learning a new language. Each of those apps started just like this, with an idea and someone just like you who was curious enough to build it. Creating an app might seem like a huge, complicated mountain to climb, but I promise you it's more like building with Lego bricks. You start with one small piece, then another, and before you know it, you've created something amazing and uniquely yours. This guide is here to show you how to place those first few bricks. The magic of app development is that it gives you the power to solve problems, share your passions, or simply create something fun for others to enjoy. Have you ever thought, I wish there was an app for that? Well, today is the day you learn how you can be the one to make it happen. Every great app begins with a single simple idea. This is the heart and soul of your project, the reason it exists. Your first task is to think about what you want your app to do. Don't worry about making it the next Instagram just yet. Start small and focused. A great way to find an idea is to think about your own life. Is there a small problem you wish you could solve? For example, maybe you always forget to water your plants. Your app idea could be a plant watering reminder, or perhaps a restaurant decider that randomly picks a place for you. Once you have your core idea, ask, what is the main goal of my app? Write one sentence that becomes your North Star. For plant watering, help users remember to water plants. For restaurant, decider, eliminate indecision. It keeps you focused and prevents your app from becoming too complicated with unnecessary features. Keep it simple and clear. Now, think about the features your app needs. First, users need a way to add a plant and name it. Second, set a watering schedule. Third, receive a push notification when it's time. That's it. 3 simple core features to start with. Grab a notebook. Write your app name, one-sentence purpose, and core features list. Congratulations, you've created the blueprint for your first app. Now that you have your plan, it's time for the fun part, deciding what your app will look like. This is called user interface, or UI design. The UI is everything the user sees and interacts with. The buttons, the text, the images, and the colors. A good UI makes an app easy and enjoyable to use. You don't need to be a professional artist to design a great UI. Focus on clarity and simplicity. Think about our Plant Pal app. When someone opens it, what should they see first? Probably a list of their plants. When they tap Add, a new screen should appear asking for the plant's name. The best way to start designing your UI is with a simple pen and paper. Wireframing. Draw a few rectangles. Each rectangle represents a phone screen. For Plant Pal, sketch 3 main screens. Screen 1, the home list. Screen 2, add plant with a name field and schedule options. Screen 3, settings. Pick 2 or 3 main colors. A primary for buttons, a secondary, and a neutral background. For Plant Pal, green works well. Choose a font that's easy to read. Avoid overly fancy fonts. Keep UI elements consistent across screens so users don't have to relearn behaviors. With your plan and design ready, it's time to dive into how an app actually works. This is where code comes in. Code is simply a set of instructions that tells the device what to do. Think of it like a recipe. The recipe lists ingredients, your data, and step-by-step instructions, your code. Every time you tap a button, swipe a screen, or get a notification, code is making that action happen. A programmer wrote instructions that connect UI elements to actions. Each programming language has its own grammar and vocabulary, like English or Spanish. For iOS, the primary language is Swift, designed to be powerful yet readable. For Android, Java was traditional. Kotlin is a modern, concise alternative. Don't feel like you have to master these languages right away. First step, understand the concept. You write instructions, and the device follows them. Imagine a button that says Add Plant. You write code. When the user taps Add Plant, show the Add Plant screen. When they type a name and tap Save, code takes that name and stores it in the phone's memory. These building blocks handle UI updates and data storage. Learning to code is a journey. Start with tiny goals like a button that changes text. That first success is pure magic. The best way to learn is by doing. Start small and keep building. Feeling intimidated by writing code from scratch? Good news! There are tools that let you build apps with little or no code. These are called no-code or low-code platforms. Think of them as the ultimate Lego set for app development. Use a visual editor to drag pre-built components onto a canvas. Drag a button, a text box, an image gallery, or a user login form. Then configure how they work with simple menus and logic builders. These platforms are a game changer for beginners, entrepreneurs, and makers. For PlantPal, design the screens you sketched using a no-code tool. Drag a list element to display plant names and connect it to a built-in spreadsheet-like database. Create a rule. Every Monday at 9 a.m., send a notification for Fiddle Leaf Fig. All this without writing Swift or Kotlin. Adalo, publish to app stores. Glide, build from Google Sheets fast. Bubble, build complex web apps and marketplaces. Many offer free plans to start experimenting. Test ideas quickly before investing in traditional coding. If coding holds you back, try a no-code tool. You may be surprised how fast you can build. Once you've built the first version, with code or no code, it's time to become a detective. No app is perfect on the first try. You will almost certainly have bugs. A bug is simply an error that causes unexpected behavior. Maybe a button doesn't work, or the app crashes when saving, or text appears in the wrong place. Finding and fixing bugs is testing or debugging, like proofreading an essay. Test every feature yourself and go through it like a brand new user. For PlantPal, add a new plant, edit its name, set a reminder, and delete the plant. Does everything work as expected? Now try to break it. What happens if you save with no name? What if you type a very long name? Think through edge cases to find hidden bugs. Then get other people to test. Watch them. Take notes. Don't coach them. Watch where they get confused, what they like, and what doesn't work. When you find a bug, trace its cause and fix it. If using no code, check logic flows and DB connections. Build, test, find, fix, and test again until stable. Don't get discouraged. Bugs are normal and solvable. After planning, designing, building, and testing, your app is finally stable and working well. The moment you've been waiting for is getting closer. Launching your app. Before submission, prepare marketing materials that represent your app on its store page. Create a simple, memorable app icon that represents what your app does. It must be recognizable at tiny sizes. Export screenshots showing your app's best features. Main list, add plant screen, and a notification example. Write a compelling description. Start with a strong first sentence that explains the main benefit. For example, never forget to water your plants again. Follow with feature bullets that explain benefits, not just features. Enroll in the developer programs for the stores you want to publish on. Apple Developer Program for App Store Publishing. Google Play Console for Android. Once enrolled, upload your app file, icon, screenshots, and description in the console. Arrange assets to best highlight your app. Fill out required info like category, age rating, and privacy policy. Be careful and thorough. Hit Submit for review. This is the final gate before your app goes live. Your app enters a review queue. Apple and Google check for security, crashes, inappropriate content, and whether your app matches its description. Google can be a few hours to a day, Apple may take a day to a week. If approved, congratulations. If rejected, read the notes, fix the issue, and resubmit. The big day has arrived. You have your polished app, beautiful icon, and persuasive description. It's time to submit your app to the world via the developer portals. Upload assets, choose category, set age ratings, and add a privacy policy. Choose the right category so users can find you. Fill out the submission form carefully and hit Submit for review. Be patient. Your app enters the review queue. Review teams check security, crashes, and whether your app does what it promises. They also look for security issues and inappropriate content. Google Play reviews are often faster, sometimes hours to a day. Apple's review can take a day to a week. If approved, your app goes live and anyone can download it. This is a major milestone. Be proud. Share the link with friends and on social media to get early users. Sometimes apps are rejected. Don't panic. Read the notes, fix the issue, and resubmit. Once live, watch downloads, ratings, and reviews. Feedback is gold. Maintain the app, fix bugs, plan new features, and repeat the build test launch cycle. Now you have a real audience. Listen to them and iterate. Launching is the start of a new chapter. Build, test, and launch again. Better each time. You did it. You've learned the life cycle of an app from idea to marketplace. Whether you've built one app or are just inspired to start, you now have the map for the road ahead. Problem solving, design thinking, project planning, and a little coding. Keep building. Don't stop with one app. Solve another small problem. Track movies, log workouts, start a gratitude journal. Small projects teach big lessons. Each project teaches you something new. Iterate from sketch to prototype to app. Be patient and celebrate small victories along the way. If you used no code, try learning basics of Swift or Kotlin. Start with a Hello World tutorial. Follow tutorials, join online classes, and practice regularly. Contribute to open source projects to learn from others. Join the dev and design community. It's welcoming and helpful. Every expert was once a beginner. Keep the spark alive. Keep building, keep learning, and keep shipping. Your adventure in app development has just begun. I can't wait to see what you create next. Keep the spark alive and keep building.